Howdy! Welcome to Rebuilding Hollers, come hell or high waters. My name is Stephanie Johnson, and I will be your host for the evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited and very thankful to be sharing with you the stories of what's really happening here in Western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. I'd like to thank everybody for watching us live on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Kick. If anytime during our live broadcast you have questions for me or our amazing guest, just type in hashtag rebuilding and you'll be able to ask a question directly to us. It'll pop on the screen and we'll be able to answer your question. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, X, or Kick. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. That helps us so much to continue sharing the messages and everything that's going on here in Western North Carolina. Because the truth is, there's disasters happening everywhere. And I mean, it's almost been a year. It's almost been a year since Hurricane Helene tore through Yancey and Mitchell County and caused all this devastation. So it's unimaginable to believe what we're dealing with, what we're going through. This week has been incredible. So we got a huge grant. Um, Evelyn Charities called. They come and visit us a couple weeks ago. I took them around the community, showed them some of our projects we were working on, and they were impressed. They loved it, and they come back and they said, "Pick 6 projects. Tell us what they need. We're going to sponsor them." And so they brought us a check this week for $100,000, and that was incredible. That was just so amazing to be recognized and trusted with that money. That money is actually part of the country concert that happened in Charlotte back right after the storm. So that's pretty amazing. So a lot of times people have said, "Steph, did you get any of that country concert money?" And yes, we just did. We just got that money had went to Evelyn Charities. They had gotten a portion of it, and they have shared that with us. And so that money is going to project number 8, project number 12, project number 14, project 68, project 78, and project 118. So we're splitting in between those projects. I'm so excited about it. Um, it's been an incredible week. So we currently have 539 projects that are on our list. Of those 539 projects, are down 86 projects. So we have met the needs of 86 families here in Yancey and Mitchell County, be it their roof, septic tank, just building materials. So many people just needed certain things to get the project done themselves. So right now we have 86 that are happy. 4 of those were total rebuilds that we've gotten home. So that's pretty amazing. We are definitely making progress with our projects. I'm so excited. So quick project updates. Project number 8 is moving right along. They had their rough end done last week. And to this week, because of Evelyn Charities, he was able to go ahead and start getting his framing package. So he will start his framing any minute. I'm so excited about that. Project number 9 had their subfloor framing package delivered yesterday. The contractor was tied up on another project this week, but he starts first thing Monday morning on number 9. So you be looking for those subfloor photos. I'm so excited about it. Project number 12 is doing great. They have framed in for their concrete pour, and their septic is already installed. Their driveway is installed, but we have to. The well will be drilled next week, hopefully, and so they'll be moving along. Project number 34 is what I haven't got to talk to you about yet, because really our projects, as they had signed up for us early on, we are ready for them when they're ready for us. So when someone is ready to go, that's when we try to make sure that we are ready to support them. So Project 34 said, "Hey, I'm ready." So we got to go see them this week. And we have volunteers coming to start on 34 next week. That one is crazy what happened at that house. The flood knocked out his entire foundation, just blew the foundation out. The house was standing solely because of the washer and dryer. Like it totally collapsed down onto a stacked washer and dryer. And that washer and dryer is what held it up until they could get it stabilized. So we're super excited to get in there. We've got the block. Y'all saw the block come in this week. Thank you so much to Tommy Hunter and Hunter Towen for bringing it to us. Thank you for Charlotte Block for sending it to us. That was incredible. Um, so that block will be, instead of building back an enclosed basement, they are just going to um, frame it up, like support system it up. So we're really excited about building that. Project number 68. The plumber was out this week. That's the house that was hit by a landslide. And the Fuller group has been sending a lot of volunteers and working really hard on that. But we've got to have our local tradesmen, our electricians, and our plumbers locally doing that work. So our amazing plumber, Jonathan, has already been out this week, and he has her on the schedule to start plumbing the week of the 18th. So we're real excited about that. Project 78 is also coming right along. They got a new roof installed this week. And then next week, we're hoping to start with their insulation and their plywood, because this one is a historic home. And so, it would have the 2x4s, which were true 1916 2x4s, and then beadboard, and then sheetrock. So we've got to make sure we're putting that kind of depth back when we're putting those back. So we're hoping to get that going. And then my most excited Project 118, is making crazy progress. Y'all are going to be hearing about 118 for the next month. I hope you're ready, because this one is like with everybody, it's my favorite. I'm so excited about Project 118. But we're going to be talking pretty in depth about 118 here in a minute, so I won't get too far into it. But we did demo day today, so there was still a lot of debris around 118. We have to take the house down that was destroyed, and so today we got the pre-demo done so that we could actually get access to the house and have everything away from it. And not just get it out in a way, but hauled away. It's already gone. And I love that, because we don't want to see debris sitting for weeks or months, which we do see a lot. There are specifications for when you're demoing and putting debris near the road. You have to be a certain distance from the road or close to the road. So we're working so closely with those guys so they can help us, and that's been magical. So I'm excited. Now, I was telling y'all last week about our Jeep raffle. God sent another Jeep. We have had an incredible sponsor come in and stand with us. So our Jeep is sponsored by a private donor. I'm so thankful for them. So all of our proceeds are going to Rebuilding Hollers, come hell or high waters. Please make sure you get your Jeep raffle ticket. It is $100. You will win, enter for a chance to win a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sahara. It's here at the office, so you're welcome to come check it out, kick the tires. It's really quite beautiful. Black leather interior. It's got the hardtop, but you can take it off. It's just tough. It is a tough looking Jeep. So please come by, get your tickets. You can order them online at rebuildinghollers.org. That would be great. What else did I want to tell y'all about tonight? So we've talked about all of our Jeeps, or the Jeep coming. Y'all know you can ask any questions, #rebuilding. And without further delay, I am so excited to introduce you to our most incredible guest. This is Miss Sherry. Miss Sherry, this is everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Happy to be here.
I'm so glad to have you. You know you're one of my favorites. Everybody knows that, right?
Well, you got to be my favorite.
We've been together a while, so
Yeah.
So I met you in Rose's parking lot,
Right.
Pretty close right after the storm. It was
Just a few weeks after the storm.
Yeah, and you were and I've talked about this before. The people that got my heart early on were knowing that people needed tools. That was very coming from a construction background, understanding the construction process, and if your tools are washed away, how do you rebuild? And so it's always been a deep passion of mine to get tools to people. But you were the first woman to come asking for tools, and I just loved her immediately. I was like, "You need tools?"
I need saws and
Yes.
a wheelbarrow
Yeah.
and hammers.
She started talking the good stuff, and I was like, "I got you, friend." And we went in there and we started getting tools, and that was you've just been my buddy ever since.
that was a wonderful beginning
Yes.
in terms of our relationship.
Yes, it really
was
was.
meant to be.
Yes, absolutely it was. And we could have never thought that we would be where we are now
No,
back
no
then.
clue.
And so you're talking October,
Yeah.
really, October,
Mhm.
November, when we got to first meet you and understand. And even then, I didn't understand. I didn't even leave the parking lot the first 40 days. I had no idea how bad it was deep into the community. And mostly it was because I just wanted to be where people could get to me so I could get them what they needed.
Right.
But then when I started going into the community, it was wow. It was very wow.
Eye opening. Yeah.
Very eye opening. And so we'll talk about your project a little bit. Now, you have said that it is okay because mostly I don't, all my projects are very protected. I'm very particular about that. But your project is very special. And you were on Good Morning America with us and Fox News with us because Miss Sherry is the first recipient of our Mountain Heritage High School Construction Technology home. We're so excited about this home. You've been to the high school.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And those kids are unbelievable.
Aren't they incredible?
They
when
are.
we set the house, one of the boys that was working he was a senior last year. He's on the crew that will be finishing it out.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's going to be there.
Love it.
That's pretty cool.
Love that.
But that's what it's about, right? We're a small community, and our children need, once they come out of school to go into the workforce with another local small business. It's a big deal.
It is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Actually. And they're getting a program through Mountain Heritage that is phenomenal.
There's nothing like it in the world. Nothing like it in the world what they've been doing. So we're real excited about this. And we got a lot going on at your project because our goal is to have you home. I want you home before winter. You know that.
Right.
But I really want, we've been working on your project a while because with the, being built at the high school, then it'll be delivered to the job. And so there's been a lot of steps to take in between. But why don't, before we get deep into our steps, let's talk a little bit about what happened that, so September 27th, of course, none of us knew.
No, we had no clue what was coming at us.
No. But at the last minute, you felt like your sister was giving you a fit, huh? Saying,
my son threatened to come and haul me over his shoulder if I didn't leave.
Okay.
But I left mainly because my son and my granddaughters and my family said, you can't stay there. You're not going to stay there.
Right.
Because it's going to be really, really bad.
Yeah. And that was by late that evening because we didn't know. And the creek near you, it's not like a river.
No, it's
a little creek.
Maybe 12 feet across.
Yeah. It's a little creek. But that morning it was a massive raging river. You can't even see the creek from your house.
No.
I mean, it's got to be at least an acre from your house. I mean, you can't see it. It's way off. It has to come through the bamboo forest, and still it did.
Yeah, the two creeks converged, Little Crabtree and Cane Branch.
Yes,
and then they got jammed up at the bridge.
Right.
Close to my house, and then all of that water backed up.
Right.
On my property.
Right. Yes, it did, and it was just a
whirlpool.
whirlpool.
It just became a tsunami thing. It was just like a washing machine effect, a vortex.
Yes. I've heard so much of the debris described like that people, it was very much. And when you go in and look at it, you're like, wow, that was in this room, that was in that room. I mean, it's crazy.
It just churned everything.
Yeah.
It was just a debris pile inside the entire building.
Yes. And so we're so thankful that you did not stay that night. So because you listened, I'm proud of you. I know that was hard, but you didn't stay that night. So you went and stayed with your sister, which is just up the street.
Right, up on the mountain above me.
Okay.
At the headwaters of the creek.
Okay.
So I was up there with her that night, listening to what was a little trickle normally
Because Cane Branch comes down by her.
Yes.
Okay.
She lives at the headwaters of Cane Branch. And I remember listening that night to boulders rolling in that little creek and trees snapping. So I knew then
Right.
it was going to be
It's
really
gonna be
bad.
Yeah. And then it took a while to get down the mountain
Mhm.
because the road was destroyed. Trees are everywhere.
Nobody could get in or out for, I think, about 3 days.
Yeah.
But I didn't get out until I think it was 5 days.
And then that's when you had to walk down.
I walked out, about 3.5 miles, I think it is. Walked down, saw what was left of the property. Not much. It's all mud, caked mud, and just debris, unbelievable debris everywhere.
And not just your stuff, other people's stuff.
No, I had mailboxes from Burnsville, 5 miles away, in my yard.
Yes. And your neighbor's car was lodged in the house?
The neighbor's car was jammed up in the side of the house. All kinds of huge things that got lost. It's still a puzzle to me how some of those things were picked up by that water.
Yeah.
But
and carried. And I'll never forget when I got to your house one day, you had like a storage building.
mm-hmm.
And on top of that storage building, which has to be 8-9 feet tall,
Yeah.
there was a log.
Yeah.
Just a huge log.
And 10 feet, 12 feet long.
Yeah.
That had been picked up and laid on top of it.
Like a little stick. It was crazy what the water did. Absolutely crazy. Now, your profession is you're an artist. You've been an artist your whole life.
Right.
And you love all things nature.
Yes.
And so you make jewelry. You're an incredible sculptor. Did I say it right? As a sculptor. Y'all, she makes the most beautiful sculptures. One of them looked like my grandma Mary. I love it very much. Her is like a little granny. What do you call her? The gnome granny?
Happy Holler Grannies.
Happy Holler Grannies. Those are coming soon. You better be ready. Those are pretty awesome. So during the storm came and you had your art studio, which is the house. So your art studio was in the house. Mm-hmm. And then you had a small house that you lived in.
Yes.
A little tiny house. And so that was just picked up and gone.
Yes. It just disappeared.
Yes. And then all of your art, all of your crafts, your entire lifetime of collections was just gone.
Yeah. It just went with the tiny house.
Yeah.
And when I got there, there was just a piece of land there.
Right.
No house.
No house. So you started digging. You got a metal detector?
Yes.
And started, because she has these beautiful, they're bronze sculpture heads. I mean, they're big. They're like this big. And there was 7 of them. That was your original casting.
Mm-hmm.
And you have found 5 of them?
We found 4 of them.
Found 4. So there's still some missing.
There's 4 more to be found.
4 more to be found. So as you're digging through stuff, people, if you find a bronze statue, I'm going to need you to message me because we're still on the hunt for those.
Yes.
But you have for months been going with your metal detector, not just through your yard, but you followed the river down.
Yeah, I found bits and pieces of my little house down half a mile away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the bronzes actually that we've found so far was that far out.
Wow. And this wasn't just, laying on top. Like you've had to dig. You have dug things out of mud for the last 10 months.
Yes.
That has been, and so on your property, you have 2 hot tents that were donated that you set up. She's not living in a tent. She's in an RV. She's got an RV for her house and a bus. That's going to be your new studio for a little while till we get a new one built. But we still want to, as you've been digging through the dirt and sifting through dirt.
Every day.
I'm
still digging every day. Memorabilia. There almost every day something turns up.
Yes. That's pretty, it's quite remarkable that you're still able to continue recovering your treasures.
I can't lose hope.
No, No, and you
I'll keep-
haven't.
I'll keep digging.
You will
Treasure
keep
hunting.
You treasure hunting. So I was a treasure hunt on your property, and like you said, further down too,
Yes.
further down as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So it's crazy how, I mean, it's almost been a year, and you're still finding your stuff every day,
Yes.
every day.
Yes.
So earlier today, I had posted some photos of what I was working on today. Today was a big day at your house.
Today was like the major hump day
Yes.
to get.
Yes, because we've been
Climb that
working
mountain of
so
debris.
hard. We started with, understanding we got to take your house down.
Mhm.
That house can't be fixed, and we had time to go through it. And
Right.
you've had, I know Alyssa had come and had sent some other volunteers. You've had an incredible amount of volunteer support.
Oh, I have. Angels abound.
Yes, yes, they do, and they've come and
they have carried me. So many of them have carried me.
yes, they've been incredible. It's really been such a blessing because you were able to go through the house and get everything out that you wanted out of the house.
Mhm.
And you've been able to you had Connexes donated,
Right.
so that you were able to organize and sort kind of how
Store the salvage
Yes,
items.
that's
Yeah.
right. Because we don't want to lose anything else. I mean, you lost your car, you lost your home, you lost your 75 years worth of your collection.
Right.
And so
And art supplies.
Yes.
All my art supplies. Everything. Basically everything.
everything. And so tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow?
We're gonna chew into the debris
That's right.
and get rid of it,
We're gonna
and it's gonna be a clean slate.
It is. We are taking Miss Sherry's house down tomorrow, and we're most excited about it. So today was pre-demo day.
Right.
And so pre-demo means that there was still so much debris, even though we've had a couple dumpsters out there.
Oh yeah.
There was so much debris because you had a couple other outbuildings that got destroyed.
Mhm.
And so there was some pretty big debris piles already on the property.
Yeah.
And they were preventing us from getting close to the house on the backside. So today, Kim and Larry and Zeb came and got all of that debris hauled away. So the backyard is nice and open.
And it looks great. It looks awesome.
It looks so good. And so tomorrow morning they'll come, the equipment's there, and they are going to start demolition
On the main house.
the main house. And so that is going to be huge because once we get this house down, and also we had a surprise on the job today. So we were up by where the debris was being picked up at, and they said, "Hey, that's the surveyor." And I said, "The surveyor? I haven't heard from him." I had called and he said, "Yeah, I'm coming. I'll help you." And so I'd ordered. We have to have, now that we're in a flood zone now.
Right.
So there's regulations and rules that we have to follow. So I had ordered the elevation certificate, and the surveyor came today while we were there doing the demo cleanup. And so I was so excited about that because I haven't got to see that process yet. And so we took him around back, so showed him some of the different options of where we are thinking about putting the new house. Because what happens is with the elevation certificate, that tells us how high the foundation has to be. And then the county's rule is, or the state rule is, we have to be 2 feet above that flood elevation. So her flood elevation, where we may put the house, there's a couple different spots. So if we put the house in one spot, the foundation will have to be 4 feet, and then another 2 feet on top of that, because we have to be 2 feet above flood certification, the elevation for that. So that was really cool. He was so kind. I said, "Oh, can I have your picture?"
That was perfect timing.
It was perfect timing. So as we're doing different things, we're going to be able to know exactly where our elevation is on the property. So as we move forward after the demo's done, that's going to really let you see where you want to put the house. Because if another flood comes, we want you to be high enough where you're not
Right.
experiencing that. That's a big deal to me. That's the most important to me, is that your home will be high enough, kind of like a beach house. That's what I say. We need to build beach houses now. You know how they have everything up on stilts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of how we want to do it. Except for, I think this time we can we'll have yours high enough where you'll be able to store under there if you wanted to.
Sure.
So Patrick says that he hopes everybody's doing well, and it's very inspiring to hear the stories. Thank you, Patrick. That's what we think. It helps people understand what we're going through, what's still happening here in Western North Carolina, because it's definitely still crazy.
Oh, we're still in deep water.
Deep, huge water. And we don't want you in an RV come wintertime. I mean, wintering over in an RV, that was tough.
Yes, to say the least. But I survived it.
You did.
I was thrilled to have that RV.
Yes.
Thrilled.
Me
It
too.
was.
I love the bus the most, though. That bus, you got the coolest bus.
It's gonna be a doozy.
It's like a schoolie. Is that what they call a schoolie?
Yeah,
Oh, she's nice. This is a nice bus.
that's been a goal of mine for a long time, is to build out a school bus and travel in it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking a small school bus.
Yeah.
But this one came along a couple months after the storm, and I just went for it.
Yeah.
And I said,
Do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
And it was, at that time, in my mind, it would be my forever home.
Right.
I was
Right.
gonna-
Yeah, we weren't
I
this
was
far
prepared
along.
to live in it from now on.
Right.
So, and that was before you dropped the bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, because after we had been talking, and I had been talking with Jeremy and working through, when they approached me and said, "Hey, we'd like to build you tractor sheds," I said, "What y'all build tiny houses? Let's keep building tiny houses." And that has been one of the greatest things I've ever said through this process is, don't build tractor sheds. Let's build houses.
Right.
And yours is the baby of that.
And magic happened.
Magic happened. It sure did. So we're real excited about that. Now, in the beginning, you had filled out an application with FEMA.
Right.
And they sent an inspector out.
They did.
And then you never heard from them again. They kind of ghosted you, which has been something that we've been experiencing pretty much everywhere. People don't stay on top of it.
Right.
Then you don't hear back. I mean, you have to keep pushing that FEMA button. Now, we have recently, and we did an attorney thing here a couple weeks ago with Pisgah Legal. And that is, they have a law office in Burnsville, and they are they're going after FEMA. They've got special case managers there. They've got people they can contact and really, really bring cases back to life, have them review them. They're making progress there. So you have another application in.
Yes.
And we are hoping big things on that one. We're not letting it stop our progress.
No.
Because we've waited way too long. But we're praying hard that they really show up. Exactly. We are not going to. We're just praying very hard, because that would be great. Because you've not been able to get any. I mean, other than what we're doing and volunteers coming to help, the big guys haven't been able to do a lot for you.
Right. And I had no clue how to network or who to go to or who to talk to.
Right.
I was clueless, and I still am for the most part.
Right. Well, this is a hard thing to navigate, and who is helping good, who is like making false promises, right? I've had a lot of people that have said, I was so-and-so promised me a house, so-and-so promised me this, they haven't promised me that. And there's nothing that's come along. Nothing. We picked up another in Spruce Pine this week that had come and had said, we're gonna help you rebuild. And then when Kentucky flooded, they left for Kentucky. And he's been waiting since then. And finally his neighbor said, "What are you waiting for?" And he said, "Well, my crew to come back from Kentucky."
Oh,
and they're not coming. And that's hard,
Yes.
So we've got to really lean heavily into our local organizations that aren't chasing every storm. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I'm not saying that, I say it with pure love, because I know what those folks are, like Texas, Kentucky, when there's another storm, I know exactly what they're feeling like. But it's still so bad here that I'm not going anywhere. We're not leaving. We can't. I mean, that's what I've always told y'all. I'll never leave and go to anybody's else disaster because we still have an incredible disaster
You
here.
have your hands full.
I have my hands full here. I cannot be distracted or go to someone else's disaster. And I never want to go to anyone else's disaster because I think we've all been traumatized by our own.
I
You know?
would say so. Yes,
Yes.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know, I think I'm not a first responder type. Why I'm doing what I'm doing right now is strictly because God made me. You know, I'm not the kind to go, hello, I'm coming to help. No, just in Yancey and Mitchell County.
Stay in your
I'm
lane.
staying in my lane because this is my home. This is where I live. It's where I raised my kid. It's where,
It's where your heart is.
it's where my heart is. I couldn't imagine having this kind of passionate, deep passion and determination for anywhere else in the world because this place has my heart.
That's why I didn't fold and give up. You
Right.
know, even though there may be another storm come, I still can't give up.
No.
It's the places. My home is where I was raised, where my parents scratched out a living there and built a home there and raised us kids there. And then when it fell to me after they passed away, there was no way I was going to walk away
No,
from it,
no.
no matter what happened.
That's
to
right.
it.
And your property is pretty unique in that there's still some like foundation of history there.
Right.
There is Yancey County Micah history there. Tell us a little about that.
It was it was the spot where the North State Felspar Corporation
Okay, Feldspar.
built there, and
Okay.
they had their big grinding machines, and it was a huge area there of buildings, and if I'm not mistaken, they had the first power source in Yancey County there to run that Felspar mill.
Wow.
And
So they were pulling it out like maybe further up Cane Branch and then
all over
all
Mitchell
over.
County,
Okay.
Yancey County,
and then would bring it right there.
and grind it up, kind of like what they're doing in Spruce Pine.
Wow.
Grind it
That's
up there.
crazy.
And that's what all those concrete forms are.
Right.
To house
Y'all, they're
those.
massive. They're massive. I mean, some of them are like literally this wide. I mean, they're so thick. They're so tall. We're not digging them up. I mean,
No, they're over. Well, I think the mill was built around 1920.
okay.
So
That's when they built stuff to last. Let me tell you about it.
You can't knock that.
You
stuff
can't knock
down.
it down. Well, and I was saying to Tyler and Zeb today, I said, Zeb's like, we can. I said, look, friend, I'm not trying to say you can't do it, but we'd have to dynamite it. And his eyes lit up. And I was like, no, we're not blowing anything up. I did not get a blow up permit, only a demo permit. So, so today when the surveyor was there, those, even all of those, they are 2 feet below flood. So when we were talking about the best way to me to think to get your property back right is to backfill over those. So instead of taking them out, we're going to cover them up.
Sure.
You know, make them,
Yeah.
either we make them flower beds or, you know, something like that. But I think we cover them up because we can get you, you know, raise your property about that. And so that will be pretty cool. But it's a very unique property.
Yeah. And then after the Felspar mill shut down, it became a mica processing place.
Okay. So like when they would bring the sheets of mica there.
And then some, the men in the community would sit there and sheet mica. They would slice it, peel it.
Right.
Mica comes in books,
Right.
like books, and
Right.
layers and layers and
Right.
layers.
And that's
they
pretty
processed that there.
right there. So this property has an incredible history for the mining and everything that's went on here in Yancey County.
Right.
And so we're just gonna build it right back. I mean, not a mica mine, but a beautiful home. I'm so excited about your home.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Even unfinished. I'm just blown away by it.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be great. So we're super excited. I talked to Jeremy and he said it's going to be about a week to 2 weeks after the kids go back to school. So,
Okay.
And we heard that Mr. Bodford drove by today and he is the one that will be transporting it.
Awesome.
So he's already done it. Hopefully, I don't know for sure, but someone said, hey, Larry just drove by. And I was like, no way. So hopefully, but he has told me he will move it. So we're super excited about that. He'll bring it from the high school to the job, to your site.
Mhm.
And so once we finish demo tomorrow and Monday, then we can want to get some gravel hauled in. Of course, then we'll know a little better about the septic situation, whether we're going to, if there's repair that needs to be done, if there's replacement that needs to be done. That's another process in itself because we have to get a septic permit or a repair permit. But that's okay. We'll get what
One
we need.
step at a time.
That's right. Because until we've had until we've had everything cleaned up, we couldn't say where things are going to go because we had to get that debris out of there because you have had feet of so many feet of mud.
Yeah.
I mean, you have
Mud's-
2 new mounds that are mud mounds.
Right.
Silt.
Silt and mud that came from both. I mean, the whole community
Yes.
washed in there.
Right. And then just swirl. So once we have all the debris out of there, then we're going to be able to get a better lay and a better understanding to figure out. Miss Cecilia says it makes her heart so happy that you're going to be are going to get back in your home. It's a very cool home. I'm most excited about this house. I'm most excited about this house.
It's going to be my special little nest.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get in.
Spiral staircase.
Especially that loft.
That loft is going to be amazing. I love it too. Oh, I would have a book nook because like I could just get up there and read.
Oh, yeah.
But you're going to be in there crafting and making little magic.
I think that's going to be my sanctuary, though.
Yeah.
That loft will be my crow's nest.
Yes. And you'll have a beautiful view out the front. And then also we'll make sure you have the big window in the back too.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to it'll overlook the lower level, out the beautiful windows in the front, and then a window in the back. It's going to be pretty magical.
Awesome.
It's going to be awesome. We're so excited. So we've got, we're ready for demo.
Mm-hmm.
We're ready. And a lot of other people are pretty excited about it too. We're going to have some news crews there tomorrow. They're excited to see it come down because they're super excited to see the little house, the schoolhouse go up,
Right.
And this is a big deal. We're excited to be able to generate that kind of excitement because we need that attention on Yancey and Mitchell County.
We do.
Yeah, people are forgetting.
Definitely do.
We need them. We need them to know what we're going through and how hard all of this has been, because it's been pretty intense. It's been pretty intense. I'm just wow. I'm just very wow.
You think you are?
It's definitely been crazy, huh? And I just call and say, "Hey, Miss Sherry, you want to be on my podcast?" She's like, "When?" I'm like, "Tonight."
In 30 minutes.
No, I wasn't that late, but it was close. It's just been, there's just so much going on. There's so many elements to rebuild, and we have so many projects going that it's been hard for me to keep all the ducks in the row. I'll be honest. There are things, even Russ is like, yeah, that was close. There are so many, there's just so much going on. And it is definitely hard. Like by Friday, when we finished today, I was so exhausted. And so I'm like, okay, let me get back. Let me take a quick shower. That'll wake me up. I was like, I'm going to take a nap before the podcast. That'll help. That's going to wake me up. So Tyler's like, do not take a nap. You will not wake up in time. But it was, it was so hot. And then we had a cold spell.
We did. That was crazy.
That was so crazy. It's like, oh, wow, it's fall at the beginning of August. Now, I want to talk to y'all about, so the old timers tell of every fog in August. Have you heard of that one? If it's a foggy morning in August, that is how many snows you'll have the following year. And so far, every morning at my house. Now I'm up pretty high. I'm at about 3,400 foot elevation, but every morning has been pure white fog all throughout our holler, the whole holler. And I'm like, oh, this is an indicator. We're gonna have some snow. It's gonna be a snowy winter. But that hot spell and then a cold spell and rain. We had so much rain. It finally stopped raining. And we're thankful for that because our creeks and our rivers are still very, very compromised. We have not been able to get everything kind of dredged and lower that riverbed back down to keep the river in the banks. Some places have, but for the most part, we've not been able to accomplish that yet. So any kind of heavy rain causes flooding everywhere. Not necessarily your house. Your house is next level flooding, but it still turns everything to mud.
Yes.
It makes it all difficult. It makes it crazy. It's just like, wow, this is insane. Did you have any advice that you would like to give anybody or talk about a little bit about?
I if I can give anybody hope, just hang on, just keep digging, keep going. Don't give up, because I was so tempted in the beginning, but then all the people started coming, the volunteers, my boys, my girls, I call them now. I lost material things. I lost memorabilia from my parents. I lost a lot of really treasured items.
Yes.
But what I have gained in a new family, in new friends, in new relationships is far worth more than what I lost. And you just keep going. You just don't let it get you down. Just keep digging in there.
I'm so proud of you. That's powerful because it's true.
But I've never been a quitter, and I'm stubborn, and I'm hard headed, and I'm strange.
You are not strange. You are
I am
fabulous.
strange.
I think you're wonderful.
The artist mentality, though, is
It's meticulous,
yeah,
though. It's
and
saying,
is I see, even in the debris, I could see possibilities and a certain amount of beauty.
yes, I
Even in
call
the
it beautiful
debris,
devastation.
and so I just can't give up, and I hope other people will do that also, because it's worth it. It's
It
worth
is.
it.
It
Just don't
is.
give up.
Don't give up. It's absolutely worth it to keep fighting for our home, for
Mhm.
Yancey County. We have to rebuild here.
Yeah.
If people keep hitting these roadblocks in their rebuild, I'm so worried they won't rebuild. And we don't want that to happen. We want to keep rebuilding.
Well, I've certainly been blessed with all the help, all the angels that have flooded in, and as I said, they've carried me through this whole thing. So I just look forward to maybe paying it forward
Right.
and maybe teaching some art classes.
I want to be
Do
first to
some
sign up.
do some things on the property that I can, help somebody else out, because I think that's going to be my goal from here on out.
I love that.
Just to be able to teach. I can do several items. I can do jewelry. I can do clay sculpture. I can do pottery. Those are things that I would love to pass on.
I want to be the first to sign up. I love your clay potter. I love your sculptures. I just want to hug them. But you make the little ones, and I just want to like hug them and give them little kisses because it is so realistic. Like your skill and your ability as an artist is incredible in your sculptures and how you find. I mean, you create a face, a full blown face, not just a basic face. I mean, like one of them looks just like my grandma Mary. I mean, that is just like my grandma Mary. It's incredible to me what you're able to create out of clay. And now, we're in just another month or two, we're going to be looking back and saying, look at what you created out of debris. This is,
It's going to be a grand adventure.
yeah, it certainly has been
It
a
has
crazy
been.
adventure. And it
Yes.
is, well, I feel like for you, and we still got some hard days. Tomorrow's going to be hard,
Right.
but we're ready. We got our friends that are going to be there with us, and we're just gonna make it.
Get through it.
We're gonna get through it. We're going to do the hard part tomorrow and honorably take the house down, and have it hauled away. And that way you don't have to look at all of that debris anymore.
Right.
Because when right there. I mean, your RV is here, and then your house is here, and you walk by it and you look in the windows, and it's debris everywhere. It's
Yeah,
devastation 7 feet up on the walls.
It is depressing, to say the least. But we can just do what we can do, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're rebuilding.
You're rebuilding. You have fought like crazy. You want to stay on this land. This is your family's land.
Yes.
And you have dug. I would say thousands of your treasures you have dug out.
Yes.
Thousands of pieces.
Definitely.
And then like even Mr. Neil, he found a bunch of your leather from your leatherware.
Yes,
You like to make
I
leather?
had lots of leather that I used in various crafts. And he took those muddy, soggy slabs of leather and cleaned them all up. And they're just like brand new.
Like brand new, even smell brand new. I was like, this still smells like leather. I mean, it's been incredible, the people that have come and helped and been a part of your rebuild.
Right. The crew from Wisconsin, they were there for over, almost 2 weeks. And they worked every single day digging things out with the hose, cleaning it up, boxing it up, labeling it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. And that was tough because it's very dusty.
Yes.
We're dealing in silt and very dusty environment. I mean, now the grass, and you didn't plant grass. It just started growing.
It's in the garden.
Yeah, your
the
garden. Tell them what you said about, so yesterday, was yesterday? That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were there. And no, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. It was Wednesday.
Oh,
because yesterday was pre-demo day. Today was pre-demo day. And it was Wednesday when we were like, oh, we have a lot to get done before demo day. And there were your tomato plants. And you had called them a certain kind of plant because they were going crazy.
Oh, it's like mutant tomatoes.
They're huge, beautiful tomatoes. That was very cool. So your land loves you very much.
I love it.
You can feel the love that you have for the land, and you can also feel the love that the land has for you, and how thankful you have been to nurturing it and caring for it and bringing it back to life. And so even though tomorrow will be a destructive day because we do have to take something down, we know that once that is out of there, we will be able to reshape the ground and get some dirt in there and start on your foundation.
Right.
We're going to start building a foundation. That's incredible.
That will be, it'll be a bittersweet day when the old house is torn down, my parents' house. But I look at it as a clean slate, a new beginning, and just watch it rise from there. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah, me too. So, it feels really good. I'm excited. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you for being with me here on our Rebuilding Hollers podcast. Thank you for being, trusting us to help you and stand with you through this most difficult time, because I know this is crazy. But I'm just so proud of you. Well, I mean, from the first time I met you saying, you got any tools? Oh, baby, do I got the tools. And
I can never thank you. So many people, but you especially in Rebuilding Hollers, because you made this happen.
Well, God did it. I was just listening. I try to, because every part of the way, I don't know any other way to say it other than I just kept thinking of someone that knew what they were doing would show up and do this, and they did it. And so I just kept holding on, trying to keep people moving until somebody showed up, and they didn't show up. And so I just kept going. You know what I mean? I just kept going, and then the schoolhouse came, and the house is perfect for you.
It is.
It's so perfect. It's just your size.
Absolutely spot on.
I'm excited. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for believing in us so that we could get you home.
Thank you.
All right. So I wanted to tell y'all just a few more things. This evening, we covet your prayers for our beloved Miss Jenny. Jenny has been my case manager helping us. She started in distribution in the parking lot with us at Rose's. She stayed with us and helped us every bit of the way. And this past week, actually, it was a week ago yesterday, Miss Jenny had a back surgery. And during her surgery, she did have complications. And so we are praying really, really hard for Miss Jenny's recovery. And I really pretty please covet all of your prayers as well, because I need Miss Jenny back. She has got to come back and help me. And I also want to tell her, because I know she's watching, how much we love you, Miss Jenny. And we are praying for your complete healing from your surgery. And don't you give up on us, because you see all of us here still fighting like crazy too. We want you to keep fighting while you heal so that you can be back with us very soon. So that is our upcoming, real quick, our upcoming events. We do have Old Timey Day. That is going to happen on September the 27th. So on our 1 year anniversary, we will have Old Timey Day on the square. Rebuilding Hollers will be part of that. We will be giving away our Jeep at the Old Timey Day event. So make sure you get your tickets, get your name in the jar so that you can have a ticket, chance to win this amazing Jeep. And every single dollar that we raise in raffling this Jeep is going to help us continue rebuilding properties just like Miss Sherry's. Every dollar we raise, everything we do goes to our community to get them the building materials, the supplies, and pay the local contractors to keep us moving forward. I can't thank you all enough for helping me do that. Without all of America helping us, we wouldn't be this far. And we certainly won't be able to get where we need to be. So please continue to help us raise awareness and raise money for Rebuilding Hollers so that we can keep getting our neighbors home. We also have merch. We have some shirts that came in, the samples. I don't have it on me now, but I'll have new merch updates for you next week. And we're just so thankful for everyone that has helped us get this far. Please continue to not forget about us. Please don't forget about us. This has definitely been a crazy journey. This next week is going to be even more amazing. Just each week is going to keep getting more and more amazing. We're praying for big things. We're believing in big things because we serve a mighty, incredible, a mighty, fabulous God who has stood with us every single step of the way. And I'm so thankful. So thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so very much for loving my community. I will see y'all later.
The hardest part isn't the knowing. It isn't knowing everything that you have to do to get everything back right. The hardest part are the memories. Knowing exactly how it used to look before the storm. That's the hardest part.